Hi yogis, welcome to the Yoga Pantry. Woo! It's autumn and the leaves are a-flying and it's a beautiful day. I'm here with Maru again and we're going to do a lovely, yummy, stretchy thing. So be prepared to feel great at the end of this session. Go and grab your yoga mat and get some comfy clothes, get some water, and let's get started. We're going to start at the back of our mats in Vajrasana, and we're just going to take a few moments just to get grounded, to get centered and set a lovely intention. So bringing your hands together in front of your heart space, close your eyes, tune into your body. If sitting like this doesn't work for you, you can always come up a little higher. Allow that breath to soften. Allow it to come down to your belly, feeling the belly rise and fall. Feeling that energy between the palms and the fingers. Maybe put a little soft smile on your face. And take a moment to think about how you would like your day, if you're doing this in the morning, or maybe how would you like your week to look? How would you like it to feel? Who would you like to see? If you had your best day ever or your best week ever, what would that be like? And set an intention based on the feeling that you had. It could be an intention to be present. It could be an intention to be more kind, more loving. Whatever it is, just repeat it to yourself 2 to 3 times. Let it really soak into your bones. And then rubbing your hands together, generating some lovely heat. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed through this whole thing. Placing your hands over your closed eyes. And gazing into that dark space, and let's just roll that energy down our bodies. Let's start off with a little seated cat. So bringing the hands to the knees, exhale, round the body and bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, open the heart. Gaze to the ceiling, lips together, exhaling round. Just continuing in your own pace. If you like, you can add your arms. Just feeling your way through the spine, letting that pelvis tilt forward and back. And one last one. And now those hands to the sky. Release your left hand to the ground and exhale, extend up and over. Inhaling up. And exhale over to the other side. Inhale, breathe up to the sky. Lift and lengthen, open the heart. Exhale, child's pose. Reach your hands out as far as you can go. Reach those fingertips into the floor and really grab into the floor there. Draw your shoulders down the back and try and sink your hips towards your heels. Feel all of that stretch. Soften out that grip and roll up to your tabletop position, stacking your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. You can tuck your toes if you like, or you can have them flat, whichever feels good for you. We're going to go straight into a sunbird. Right arm, left leg. Extend that out. Lift through that inner thigh. Keep the belly gently lifted. Press the floor away through the supporting hand. Breathe into it. Hold. Try not to lift that outer hip on the left side. Keep it squared. Keep those hips facing the mat. And exhale. That's going to build a little burn in the belly. Inhale up the other side. Again, look for that length through the body. Press through the supporting hand. Try not to collapse through your shoulders. Lift through the inner thigh. If anything, rotate your back leg your back foot in towards you, so you feel all of that strength through your core. And exhale, release with the breath now. Inhale, take it up. And exhale down. See if you can feel the stretch through your body. Inhale, take it up. Exhale down. One more of these and then we'll change it up a smidge. Take it down, other side, last one. And digging it down. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, roll everything in, knee to nose and elbow to hip. Press that floor away. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. And take it down, exhale. Other side, shift the weight, keep your focus in front of you. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, extend. I forgot how many we did, so let's do one more. And then take it out. And release. Tuck your toes. You might want to walk those hands forward about a palm print, downward facing dog as you exhale. Reach it up there. If you're a bit tight, tread it out. Walk it out. Feel into your lovely dog pose. Check out that head and neck. Make sure you're not holding any tension there. And you can play as much as you like, or you can start to work your heels in towards the floor, tailbone towards the sky, rolling those armpits in. If you're super tight, you can step your feet wider and even bend the knees a whole bunch just to mix it up and find length in your spine. So bending your knees will give you all of that length in the spine and take that tightness out of your hamstrings. Press the floor away, roll those armpits in towards your face. It's going to build strength here. A couple more breaths. You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften that out, bend your knees and start to walk up towards the top of your mat. And allow yourself to hang. Again, if you're tight, you can bend those knees as much as you need to. And if you want, you can hold on to your elbows. Hang down. If you do have any eye issues or blood pressure issues, then go ahead and... Sorry, I just smushed a bug into my mat. So I'll just move that away. Back to what I was talking about. You can lift the head above the heart if you do have blood pressure issues, and you can even bend your knees and hang out here. It's all good. Otherwise, enjoy that length as you hang. Breathe deeply into the tightness in your body and your legs. We're going to ragdoll up by pressing through the feet, drawing the belly button into the spine, and you will feel your body lift. Press through those feet a whole bunch and gently roll up through your spine, coming into your Tadasana. Head rises. Bring the arms up with you. Connect into the earth through the feet and reach up through the heart, extending either straight up or you can reach up and back if you like. Little micro bend in the knees there. Exhale, hands down to your heart space. Inhale, sweeping it up. Go ahead and grab hold of your left wrist, lift and lengthen, and then reach up and over to the right side, sending the hips over slightly to the left, planting into the feet. Press through the feet, rise up. Swap the grip, lift and lengthen, breathe in. Exhale, reach over to the side, pulling the arm out towards the left, hips moving slightly to the right. Keep a micro bend in the knees. Inhale, rise up. And we're going to bend the knees, come into a chair pose. First, reaching the hands back, slide those hips and those knees back. We've got a wide-legged chair pose, which is all good. And then wherever your arms need to be, you can have them at your waist, at your heart, in front of you, or if you're stronger, right by your ears. Keep the belly in, keep the ribs in. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, feeling it. 1, exhale, back into, I like to call this the ski chair lift. And then press all the way up to standing. Inhale. Exhale, straight to the ground. Inhale, half lift. And you can rise up as high as you need to for that half lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back. Let's rock out into our low lunge, just releasing our ankles. And then drop your back knee. Make sure your front knee is stacked over your foot, your ankle. And then start to draw back through that left hip crease. Both hips come around to face the front. Back foot can be tucked or flat. You can have a cushion or a blanket underneath it. You can use your blocks and keep your hands down. If you're comfy, you can open up the arms and open up the body. You can reach those shoulders towards your ears, or you can draw them down the back. Breathe into that. Exhale, release. Go ahead and roll back over your left foot, left heel, drawing your heel towards you, your toes towards you, your heart forward, that whole left leg back into its hip socket. Breathe into it, high reaching forward. Feel all of that stretch through the hamstrings. And of course, if you're tight, you can have bent knee, you can use your blocks. Just really let the pose show you where you need to be for your body and your own comfort. And exhale, let's release down. Stepping back, downward facing dog. And you can step back through your knees and then press up, or you can lift the whole body and reach up and back. Breathe up through those sitting bones, shine them up to the sky. Feet wide if you need to, knees bent if you need to as well. We're going to roll through knees, chest and chin, up to the toes, round through the spine. Feel that wave into your plank, knees down, elbows towards the hips, chest and chin to the floor. Release the hips. Baby cobra, no hands. Breathe in. Tops of the feet connect to the ground. Exhale. Press the feet into the ground. Inhale. No hands. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale. Hands down to the ground. Shrug the shoulders back. Tops of the feet into the floor. Inhale up, cobra. Depends on your back flexibility here as to how high or low you go. Make sure those elbows are tucked in and they are slightly bent. And the hips, the pelvis is connected to the floor. Otherwise, you're kind of in an up dog. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes. And you can shift the hands back slightly even more for more strength. Loop the shoulders back, draw your belly in, scoop your pelvis to your face. Press either half plank or full plank, your choice. Downward facing dog. Breathe into that down dog. See how yummy that feels. Bend the knees and look to the top of your mat. You can step, walk, or do 1 or 2 hops to the top. And then half lift on your inhale. Exhale, bow. Inhale, press through the feet, lead up with the heart all the way to Tadasana or Hasta Uttanasana, and then Tadasana. Inhale, sweep it up. Breathe the heart to the sky. Exhale, down to the ground. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Rock it out. Checking in with those ankles, and you can totally use your blocks if you need to. And we're going to come down to a nice low lunge. Draw back through that right hip crease. Draw the belly in, square those hips up. You can stay down or hug everything into the center line. And I mean, draw your thighs in through all 4 points of the compass so that you're nice and strong. Reach up. From there, you can sink into it a little more if you're more flexible. Breathe into it. Hands again, wherever you like. Feel it, own it. Be it. Breathe and release. Roll back over your heel, draw your toes towards you, draw that hip in, use your props, breathe deeply, try not to over round the back. Let's draw our heart forward so that you get that stretch through the hamstrings. If it's super tight, just be kind to yourself, soften your knee. Couple more breaths. And then really step back, downward facing dog. You can step to your knees first and then press up, or lift that leg all the way through. Breathe up to the sky. Let's roll through knees, chest, chin to the floor. Find that strength in the body. Release. You can always walk down via your forearms. Inhale up, cobra. And from here, tuck the toes and tuck the belly, the pelvis. Downward facing dog. And breathe into that. And we're going to come up to the toes, round the back, tuck the chin. I like to call this a little mountain cat pose. Sorry, I'm just tucking my wires in. Feel free to do one-handed if you want to. Just kidding. And then drop your knees underneath your hips. Bring your hands. Actually, what we're going to do is we will turn this way so that you can see us. So we're going to shoot right leg out to the side, coming into a gate pose. Back foot can be tucked or flat, doesn't matter. Connecting in through that outside of the right foot, rise up to your gate. And reach the hands up. Now you can't see me, so you just have to guess. And then we're going to drop our left hand down to the ground, and that right foot might come in a little more. You can keep your right hand to the sky, or you can reach it up and over. Open the heart to the sky, lengthen out through the torso, and just like Maru, use a block if you need to, or several, or just keep your hands, that top one, by your hip. Breathe into it. Hold it here. This is an epic stretch through the side body. You want to reach out through your fingers, connect through the foot, and feel the stretch right down through the center of the body, especially that hip area. One more deep breath. And then inhale, press up, use the core muscles. We're going to drop the right hand to that left leg, let it gently slide down as we reach up and over through the left arm. This is the full gate pose. Breathe into it. Inhale, rise up. Maybe we should have stayed there longer. It was just starting to feel good. Let's do it again. Reach over again and really lengthen. Try not to collapse. We're not trying to reach down to the ground, but we're reaching up and over like a massive rainbow. You can even reach back into this left hip so that you, again, feel the stretch in the opposite side of the body. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, come on down. We're going to slide this right leg behind us and over to the left side. And then we're going to twist and look at the foot or the tail, or just imagine you're doing any of those. A little bit of a hip stretch. How's that feeling? And then release. Taking this leg out and sliding it out. You might, if you've got a slidey mat, you can slide out. Otherwise, you kind of have to walk yourself out a little bit. Turning your left foot out like a frog. Now, for those of you that are tight, you might actually just literally be up here. For those of you that are a little more flexible, you can come down either to your blocks or to the forearms. Just a little half frog pose to open up those inner thighs. Breathe into it. Don't collapse here. Keep the integrity in your body. Belly gently drawing up towards the spine. Press through the hands so that you're lengthening and strengthening through your upper body as well. Couple more breaths as you start to feel it coming into your limbs, maybe getting a little of the shake. And then gently bring that back up and come on to your child's pose. We'll turn this way. Bringing those knees in, sink down, let the body hang out for a bit. Child's pose, wherever you like with those arms. You can totally child's pose on your blocks as well. But not resting too long. Let's come back to the side of the mat, or you don't have to if you're at home and not on grass. And we're going to extend out through that left leg, coming into our gate prep. If you want, you can stack your hip over your knee on the right leg, and you can have either knee to heel alignment or knee to arch alignment. It depends on how you feel. You can move that through each of these poses. Sometimes it feels better knee to heel, and then you'll move a little bit and it'll feel better knee to arch. Let's rise up. Bring those hands up, stretch it up, feel all of your strength in your body, breathing into it, and then we're going to drop the right hand down, fingers point to the top of your mat. That left foot may slide closer to you if that feels better, and this is where you might change knee to arch if that feels better for you. Feel free to extend your left arm up and over. This lower shoulder, I forgot to say this earlier, you want to plug that into your body. Keep it away from your face. Harness the strength of your back muscles and draw it down into the body. Feel free to gaze up, down, or to the side. Reach through the edge of your left foot so you feel that you're stretching away from your hip. Breathe into it. Couple more breaths. Press the floor away. Build strength. Come up higher if you need more blocks. Go for that. And then let's press up and rise. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, dropping the left hand to the leg. There's no press here, it's just a slide down as we reach up and over. We're working strength of our core and lifting up through the side of the body. And inhale, raise up. Exhale, come down, prepping for your half frog. So feel free to start to slide that left leg out or squidge the right leg across and turn the right foot out, or just stay where you are if you're already tight. Grab your blocks. Come down lower if you want to, or stay up high. That's the beauty of yoga. You get to customize it to your needs. Breathe into it. How's it feeling?
Tight. It's great.
Couple more deep breaths. Don't overdo it. Be kind to yourself. And inhale gently. Release. Draw that leg back in. And we'll come back to our child's pose. Just to let those hip flexors have a little break. Down you go. While we're here, we might as well do a little rabbit pose. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Draw those arms back. And if it feels okay, lift them. You can hook your thumbs if you need to, or let the hands open out. Just breathe into it. And then release the hands down. And so for a full rabbit pose, you might want to start with your hands by your head as you roll up to the crown of the head. And you might just want to stay here if that feels weird for you. Or if you're comfortable, interlace the hands and bring them up behind you, reaching to the sky. Breathe into it. This is connecting to the mama point at the top of our head, which is a really powerful energy channel. Breathe. This also helps to build strength in our cervical spine, the neck vertebra. And it brings a lot of circulation to the face and the brain and the scalp. So many good things. All right, enough of that. Gently roll down, child's pose. Inhale, roll up, bring the hands up, and exhale, hands down in front of your heart space. Let's move into a pigeon pose to work some lovely, yummy hip stretch. So, depending on how you're built, you might want to take a thread the needle instead, where you roll onto your back, or tuck that back foot, lengthen out the back leg, and then straighten it out. Make sure this front knee is comfortable, either straight in front of your hip or slightly to the outside. And this shin, depending on how you're built, might want to come parallel to the top of the mat. I can't do that. Nope. It's not for us. So we bring our ankles closer towards the opposite hip. You want to square yourself up. You might need a block underneath one buttock or the other. Breathe in, lift and lengthen, open the heart, shoulders down, full pigeon. Everyone's in a hurry to recline, but this is beautiful right here. Deep breath to find length, and then exhale, come on down. Just, again, you can come to blocks or all the way to the ground, wherever it feels good for you. Check that back foot hasn't sickled off to the side and it still remains nice and straight. Deep breaths. Bring your focus to where you feel the tightness. And we're almost done. Inhale Inhale, rise up. We're going to lean to the right, swing the left leg out in front of us, bringing that right leg into the inner thigh area. Square your hips. You may need to raise your hips onto a blanket or a block. Sit up nice and tall. And you can either raise your arms or just creep your hands along the mat, reaching for your leg, the mat, or your foot, or using a strap. Inhale for more length, and then exhale. Come forward, stretching out those legs even more, and maybe even getting a nice stretch through the lower back. If you're super flexible, you could have a block in front of you and hold beyond the block. And if you're not, you can have a little bend in the knee. It's totally fine. Inhale, release. Extend those legs out, shake them out. Let's bring our hands behind us. We're going to do either a reverse tabletop with the knees bent or a full reverse plank. Which one do you want to do?
I think I'm going to try reverse plank.
All right, I'll do this one. I get the easy one. Ha! Here we go. So take a deep breath in and exhale, up you go. Beautiful. And in the reverse plank, you want to try and get your feet flat and lift the body. In the tabletop, you don't have to get so high up. You can look back if you want to. You can look forward or just hold your head where it feels comfortable. Couple more breaths. And take it down. That one's tricky, right? Shake it out. And let's lie down, rock and roll, forward and back, because we've still got one more side to do. And up we go. If you can, standing up, inhale all the way up. Breathe up, exhale, come on down. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Step back to your downward facing dog. Go ahead and step your left foot forward into your pigeon pose. Lengthen out the back leg. Square it up. Have I missed anything? I think this is right. I was like, did I miss the whole thing? Draw the shoulders back. It's been known to happen. Draw back through your hips, square them up. Look for beautiful, yummy length here. And then exhale, coming into your pigeon. Breathe into the areas that feel tight. Visualize them opening up and stretching out, and send lots of love to your body right now. And a couple more breaths. Feels really nice on this side though, but we must continue and get towards the end. Inhale, rise up. And we're going to swing over to the left. Swing that right leg out in front. Bring your left foot anywhere along the inside of your thigh. Closer the better, but you don't have to be too fussy about that. Raise the hips if you need to, or move the flesh away. Inhale, lengthen the body. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, find more length, and then exhale, come a little bit more forward, and keep using your exhalation to take you deeper and deeper into your stretch. Inhale, release that out, and let us go into the reverse tabletop and or reverse plank. The other one, we'll swap. All right, here we go. Take a deep breath in As you exhale, roll up either onto those feet or just lift the hips, looking back or forward. Press the floor away, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release down and walk those sitting bones back. Stretch out the body, relax. You can let the knees bend out. You can let the back round. Inhale, release. Let's come onto our backs. Hug those knees in. And then drop them over to the right, extending your arms wherever you like. Just a gentle twist, gazing in any direction. Back to center, drop to the other side. You can shift your hips if you like, across slightly in the opposite direction of the knees, which allows you to have a nice elongated spine down the center of the mat. Back to center. Bring the hips back to center. Walk the feet either hip width apart or mat width and drop the knees into center. Bless you. Little active relaxation pose here. Arms wherever you like. Sometimes it's kind of nice to have them overhead. Or you can just rest them beside you or on your belly. Take 5 deep abdominal breaths here. And when you're done, you can stay there if that is just super delicious. Or you can move into your Shavasana. You can have blocks underneath your knees if you like. You can take your legs up the wall or come into a child's pose or just enjoy Shavasana as it is, lengthening your tailbone towards your heels, flattening your shoulder blades out underneath you. Take a deep breath in through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. And relax. Your work is done. Stay here as long as you like. When you're ready, you can stretch out, curl up, roll to your side, or if you feel like rolling up, roll up and come to a comfortable seat. But you can just stay in Shavasana for the rest of your day if you like. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe and click the little notification bell so that you get all our new videos that come out every single week. Thanks for joining us. Namaste.